Welcome back to Casa Refine. I'm Jorge. I'm excited to kick off my teenage brother's tiny bedroom makeover. Yes, this is a very small bedroom. Just because it's small doesn't mean it needs to be boring. As you can see, it's a very tight fit in here, so I'll probably be using the wide angle lens throughout the video. Now, my brother is very chill. He's just very calm. He really wants a space that feels inspiring, something that is neutral with a bit of color. And yes, this ceiling nipple light, it's gotta go. It's gotta go. He likes sort of this aged look, but with like a modern twist, a bit more grown up. That is what he's going for. So I don't know if he's gonna make an appearance throughout the video, maybe not. I don't think he wants to be on camera, and that's okay. But I will say he is very excited for this, and we've been working on a really good design plan that I think he loves. Now, most recently, the room was painted, new carpets, new trim, but honestly, it's just a bit boring. Let's take this up a notch. The first thing that we need to do here is to clear out the space. I think it's important to have a fresh, clean slate. So that's gonna include parting ways with this furniture. This is some IKEA furniture, a couple of years old now. Structurally, it's been holding up really well. Cosmetically, it's seen better days. But the thing about gray furniture is that it's very hard to design with, and it's very dated, I guess, these days. So he doesn't love it. I don't love it. So I have something better planned for here. So first things first is let's start clearing up the space. Now, before I start lime washing, it's important to apply a specialty primer. Otherwise, the lime wash will not grab onto the latex painted walls. And I'll probably do about a coat or two before we apply the lime wash. So I went ahead and mixed this up already, and I'm just gonna use a little roller. I probably could use a big roller, but it's a small bedroom. I can handle it with this. The key here is, or my goal is, to not make a huge mess. Like, I don't wanna have to wash brushes or a bunch of rollers. I'll just use this smaller roller and call it a day. I'll be doing some new wall plates here, but for this one, we're gonna do the landlord special. Oh yes. Oh my God. And that's why we put some drop cloth. I'm gonna try my best not to paint my clothes, but it always happens. I feel like on camera, you won't be able to see the difference between the primer and the already painted walls, but I'm still gonna show you because it's part of the process. It's part of the process. Okay, it is the next day. Now I am ready to apply some lime wash. I allowed the 2 coats of primer to dry. Now, I've been doing lime wash for a few years now, and I still find it to be a bit tricky to apply, but of course the best way to apply is with a wide brush. I'm using this 5-inch one, and then I went ahead and mixed up my lime wash paint. I'm gonna pour it in this bowl so that I can actually fit the brush. The thing about applying it is being a bit imperfect, which can be a bit of a challenge for me, but I think it's going to work out fine. So I'll just pour it in here. I'm gonna try not to paint myself, but it always happens. Honestly, every single time I start painting this, I always forget to apply it because it's been a few months. So I'm a little rusty, but I think it's just creating clouds. It doesn't need to be perfect. Now this is the first layer, so I'm doing a light coat where some areas are gonna be heavier than others. I still want some of the sort of the white peeking through. It's all about embracing imperfection. And believe me, it will be imperfect. For these smaller sections, I like to use a bit of a smaller brush to get in there. Again, not trying to be too perfect, and then sort of carefully blending it in. But again, it's embracing the imperfection, right? Okay, so last night I applied the second and final coat of the lime wash paint. It looks so good in here. I think it just adds some nice visual texture in that imperfect look, which is always appreciated about lime wash paint. Now, one thing I did this morning is I painted this window. These need to be replaced, but in the meantime, a fresh coat of matte black paint just gives it a nice new look. I might add a window mullion here, we'll see, but it looks so much better. I started taking out the drop cloth. All I need to just remove the tape up here and then probably start installing the new light fixture. Removing the tape is always the most satisfying thing. I'm now replacing all of the outlet covers. I'm going for these brushed brass ones. I think it just looks a lot better, and it's an easy hack that you could totally do to upgrade your space, even if you're a renter, because you can take those covers with you. But I think there's something special about brushed brass in general, or even just any other color. I mean, there are some aluminum ones out there and some funky ones. It is time. It is time to change out this monstrosity of a light. This nipple light has got to go. I'm so excited because I actually ordered this beautiful one. This is just a modern sort of Sputnik or just globe light. I think what's cool about this is the color of the metal. It is almost like an almond color. In fact, I think that's the color that they describe it. So I think it's going to be perfect. I'm really certain that it's going to work for the overall design, but in case it doesn't, I can always swap it out. So let's go ahead and put it up. It was always on fire, our house, our dream. So last night I finished installing the light fixture. I had to swap out the light box. It was a situation, but it's all taken care of. I also added a medallion on there. I think it just adds a bit of interest to the ceiling. So I think it looks good. But in the meantime, well, as you can see, I already started bringing in some of the furniture. We'll talk about that later. I want to start hanging up the new curtains because I think it's just going to help, you know, start putting the room together and just to see how things are going to start flowing. So I like to do some sheer curtains, a double curtain rod situation. So sheer curtains and then some new drapes that will go on either side, of course. We were dancing on a wire, reckless it seemed. Let me quickly talk about these drapes. Of course, I love these. I use these all the time. These are in the beige white. They are pinch pleated, memory train, custom. I know it sounds pricey. It doesn't necessarily have to be. 2 pages is the ones that I use all the time. I think I have a discount code, which I'll provide in the description. And I really love how these it's a small window, right? But by hanging them tall and wide, I think that just somewhat gives the illusion of a bigger room, a bigger window. And overall, just going neutral here, I think helps achieve that, not feel so overwhelmed. Now, if this were a bigger room, I maybe might lean into something a bit more moody, but I think you can just never go wrong. I think this is probably their best seller, the beige white color. You see them all the time. So I'll provide details for the drapery, actually the whole window situation here in the description. These are actually from Amazon. Also the curtain rods and the curtain rings. I think this looks so much better. Not perfect, but better, right? This video is not sponsored, but if it were, it would be by my dad. Yes, as you know, my father is incredibly creative. He's always working with his hands, always exploring form and material, and his latest collection is made up of reclaimed wood, carefully shaped into sculptural objects that feel both organic and timeless. I'm drawn to how each piece carries its own texture, movement, and quiet presence, almost like found art. No two are ever the same. And every sculpture is handmade here in Washington State, made with love from our Casa to yours. I'm really excited to share this with you, and these are now available up on the shop. I'll go ahead and link them in the description. What do you think? We're getting close to completion, but I thought it'd be fun to do a little DIY here. So I found this stool. I thrifted it a while ago and I started working on it, but I abandoned the project. So I thought it'd be fun to revisit this stool. I think this would be a perfect spot here in the corner for him to maybe sit, play the guitar, or just have a surface because he likes to just throw and pile up his clothes sometimes. So what better than a little stool like this? Let's go take this outside and paint it first of all. I'm losing daylight here, but I'm gonna spray paint this with the colonial red color. It's like a beautiful sort of red tone, deep red tone.
We found holes in these walls. We like what we saw. Seems so strong until it falls. The final straw. Oh, I never felt like this before. When I was trapped, you showed an open door.
Alright folks, here is the final look for my teen brother's tiny bedroom. Even though it's a small space, I think it feels a bit more interesting and has a bit more color. And overall, he really loves it, which is what's important. Now there's a couple of swaps here and there that I might do, and of course also add some of his more personal things, but I think for the purposes of this video, I think you get the idea. I'm so happy with this. I also really love this bench. I kind of want one myself. I'll include some photos, some b-roll of the look here.
Living in a dark, clouded haze. We danced, we fought. We were bound.
In terms of artwork, he selected this cool horse and added this text. Painted this super last minute, but I think it's kind of an interesting piece. It's giving me ideas for future artwork. And then this is a piece that I had done earlier. It's like a smaller scale of some pieces that I have been working on. I'll go ahead actually and link this. I've created, I think, 4 or 5 in these series. And of course, you can customize the frame if you want a solid wood frame, by the way. Floater frame, you can do like the natural finish, you can do white or black. I am thinking of maybe giving him like a plug-in wall sconce. He really likes that. It'll just help clear space on the nightstand here. So this is kind of interesting. So he wanted some like accent light that changes colors. So I got this like floor lamp, very minimal. And then it comes with this remote and you can like adjust the color and the effects. There's even like a music option that like changes colors with sounds. A very minimal way to, I don't know, make it feel cool in here.
We love, we thought. It was always on fire. Our house, our dream.
So my brother actually found this photo on Etsy. So I had it printed and mounted it on this brass plated or brass covered frame. I was looking at it further and I think it's like a vintage IKEA piece, which is kind of insane. It's such a good quality piece. And it's actual like brass like sheet that has been kind of molded into the frame. Very, very cool. Added a little shelf here so he can put his fragrance and things like that.
Wild, reckless, it seems. I never felt like this before.
Now this video is not sponsored, but I am working with Article on some content for them on their socials and on my Instagram. So I would love it if you come support that. But I really want to thank Article for providing some of this furniture. I think it's really great, really good quality. Again, I will go ahead and link it in the description. You know, I've worked with Article for many years now, so I really love the quality of their furniture. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and checking out this simple bedroom makeover. Honestly, nothing too crazy, but I hope you took away some ideas. Now, don't forget to check out my dad's wood sculptures. I'll go ahead and link them in the description. Thanks again so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.